This year's elections are just going to be able to really set the tone for what can and can't be done in Washington over the next 2 years. If Democrats do wind up winning one or both chambers, that means they're going to be able to provide a check on President Donald Trump. If Republicans are able to hold on to both chambers, that means they will continue to advance Trump's agenda. So the first batch of primaries begins on March 3rd, and the first three states that are up are Arkansas, North Carolina, and Texas. The most consequential state is going to be Texas. Both Republicans and Democrats have competitive primaries that have actually gotten quite nasty because of how close things could be. On the Republican side, incumbent John Cornyn is defending his seat against Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, as well as Congressman Wesley Hunt. Paxton is seen as more aligned with Trump and is considered a hero of the MAGA movement, while Cornyn, who's considered maybe more of a mainstream Republican. In the Democratic primary, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is running against State Representative James Talarico in another primary that's gotten quite competitive and quite nasty. Now, the midterms don't happen until November 3rd. Both the House and the Senate are going to be in play. You've got every single House seat that's going to be up for re-election, and then 35 Senate seats that will be up as well. In the House, Democrats have a slight edge heading into the midterms, and they are pretty likely to actually flip the House come November. And this is because of three main reasons. Number one, historical precedent. The party that's out of power tends to do really well in the midterms. This year, that's the Democrats. Number two, if you just look at the math, Democrats only need to flip 3 seats in order to win the House. That's incredibly doable. If you look at Cook Political Report, they've got 18 races that are currently listed as toss-ups. Of those, 14 are in seats held by Republicans, only 4 are in seats held by Democrats. It just means that Democrats have more opportunities to flip and pick up seats. And number 3, the national atmosphere. When pollsters ask people, hey, are you more likely to vote for a Republican or Democrat? A majority of Americans are currently saying Democrat. If Democrats were to win the Senate, what they would need to do is not only win races flipping seats in Maine and North Carolina, but they would need to pick up 2 of the following: Alaska, Ohio, Iowa, or Texas. All of those are going to be difficult for Democrats to do, although they have some strong candidates who are running in each of those races and giving the party some hope that they could emerge victorious. The other thing that Democrats would need to do, in addition to picking up 4 additional seats, is hold on to the seats that they currently have. And that's going to be difficult in states like Michigan, where there's already a nasty Democratic primary underway, as well as Georgia and New Hampshire. I think one of the biggest challenges for Republicans is that Trump's popularity since taking office has continued to fall, and his disapproval rates are currently pretty high. There have been a number of the things that the Trump administration have done that just haven't been popular, even among some members of his base. Tariffs have been something that Republicans have been highly concerned about, and the impact that it's had on prices. What we saw recently with the shootings of Renee Good, Alex Preedy, and others in Minnesota was not something that Republicans were happy to see on Capitol Hill, and a number of them thought would make it more difficult for them to be able to win in November. Democrats could wind up struggling in the 2026 midterms because their party really hasn't found a way to reunite after they got crushed in the 2024 elections. And you're seeing this in a number of primaries where you have more moderate Democrats running against more progressive Democrats, and some infighting within the party on what the best path forward is to really win over the electorate.